Students, in this session we will discuss about a signal flow graph. First of all, what do you mean by signal flow graph? Usually the signal flow graph is used to represent the control systems graphically, and it was developed by S.J. Mason. And the signal flow graph depicts the flow of signals from one point of the system to another, and it gives the relationship among the signals. A signal flow graph consists of a network in which nodes are connected by directed branches, and each node represents a system variable, and each branch connected between the two nodes acts as a signal multiplier. Each branch has a gain or transmittance. When the signal passes through the branch, it gets multiplied by the gain of the branch. In a signal flow graph, the signal flows in only one direction, and the direction of signal flow is indicated by the arrow placed on the branch, and the gain is indicated along the branch. And this is all about the signal flow graph. What do you mean by signal flow graph? Actually, it represents the graph. It is a graphical representation of the control system, and usually it is represented by the lines with the arrow mark, and the gain of the system is represented above the arrow mark. Okay. And next is the explanation of terms used in the signal flow graph. And various terms such as node, branch, transmittance, input node, output node, mixed node, path, open path, closed path, forward path, individual loop, loop gain, non-touching loops, etc. are the terms used in the signal flow graph. And first of all, what is a node? A node is a point representing the variable or signal. And next is the branch. A branch is directed line segment joining two nodes, and the arrow on the branch indicates the direction of signal flow, and the gain of the branch is the transmittance. Next is the transmittance. The gain occurred by the signal when it travels from one node to the another is called the transmittance, and transmittance can be a real value or a complex value. Next is the input node or source. It is a node that has only outgoing branches. An output node or sink. It is a node that has only incoming branches. Next is mixed node. It is a node that has both incoming and outgoing branches. Next is path. A path is a traversal of connected branches in the direction of the branch arrows, and the path should not cross a node more than once. So, what is the definition of path? A path is a traversal of connected branches in the direction of the branch arrows, and the path should not cross a node more than once. Next is open path. An open path starts at a node and ends at another node. Next is closed path. Closed path starts and ends at same node. Forward path. It is a path from an input node to an output node that does not cross any node more than once. So, forward path is that path from an input node to an output node, and that path does not cross any node more than once. That is called forward path. So, forward path gain is, it is a product of the branch transmittance of the forward path and individual loop. It is a closed path starting from a node, and after passing through a certain part of the graph, it arrives at the same node without crossing any node more than once. Loop gain. It is a product of the branch transmittance of a loop and non-touching loops. If the loops does not have a common node, then they are said to be a non-touching loops. This is the main definitions of various terms used in the signal flow graph representation, and you should know the definition of each terms. Okay.